What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Advance, and today podcast title is Master the Five M's Before Life Masters You. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are keeping it real. This episode is for the ones who are tired of living life on autopilot. The only time I feel like it is correct to live your life on autopilot is when you're obviously rich and you have regenerating money that's just keep coming in, coming in, coming in. But a lot of us is not there. So today we are breaking down the five M's that you need to master if you ever want peace, power, purpose in this life. I'm talking about your mood, your mind, your mouth, your matters, and your money. And yes, in that specific order, because if you can't manage your mood, you can't manage your life for real. So let's get into it. The reason why I said that your mood is the number one thing that you need to be able to control and master is because your mood is your gatekeeper. Your mood is the thermostat for your entire day. You don't feel like doing something, you don't feel like getting up, you don't feel like talking, you don't feel like going places. That is your mood robbing you of the things you could do to succeed. If you let emotions run your life, you'll be a slave of bad energy every single day. Every comment, every energy, everything somebody tells you, you're going to believe in it because your mood is not disciplined. Discipline means doing things regardless of how you feel. Your mood is just a signal, not a steering wheel. You control it or it will control you. That is the reason why I believe that your mood set the tone for your entire life. Because the thing is, a lot of us fail because we believe in our mood because we're like, I'm not in the mood for this, so we leave relationships. I'm not in the mood to go to work today, so we called out and we miss money, even though some people are like, oh, I don't want to do paycheck to paycheck, but if you don't go and you don't have no sick hours, you're gonna lose money. Or I'm not in the mood to go to this event, and you know you're not socializing with other people, you're not networking. Your mood could actually save you. And the second one is going to be your mind. Your mind is the headquarters of everything that happened in your life. And the reason why I speak about your mind, and I'm a true believer that what you think is who you become. And because your mind is the command central, what you believe you become. You can't think you're a loser and win. You can't feed your brain trash all day and expect clarity. Every thought that you entertain is a planted seed. So, what you are growing, what you're focusing on, what you fear, what you doubt, is what's going to happen to you. You don't need more motivation. You need mental armor. Build it, protect it, and use it. Listen, when I put my mind to something, I will achieve it no matter what. I'm not saying that because your mind is there that you won't struggle. I'm not saying that because you are so focused on it that bad things will not happen. But if you put your mind, if you are in sync with the command central of your entire life, with your belief system, you will be greater. It's just naturally gonna be good for you. I take that example very much so when I was in respiratory school. I doubt myself every day that I will never be a respiratory therapist. I doubt myself every day that I would not understand the material that was being taught to me. And honestly, now that I stopped school, I'm gonna start back school in a different major. But now that I had stopped school, everything that they were teaching me is stuck in my head. It's just in the moment I was doubting myself. I wasn't really listening. If you doubt yourself, you're not gonna go nowhere. If you doubt yourself, you'll never be a millionaire. If you doubt yourself, you'll never get your dream car because you're not gonna want to put in the work to it because your mind is not there and you're letting your sad moods control you. That's why your mood is the gatekeeper and then your mind is the headquarter. Today we're keeping this very short. We're not gonna make anything too hard for you guys. We're gonna keep it very simple. And for section three is your mouth. Your mouth is the trigger. Oh my god. You are like your a gun and your mouth is the trigger. Your mouth could get you into a lot of trouble, right? And I'm gonna say this. Your mouth will get you in a lot of trouble, and I'm gonna take these two examples for you. What you say and what you eat. Both will either fire you up or feed you to your failures. Stop speaking limits onto your life. Stop saying I can't. Stop gossiping about people. Stop gossiping about things that don't matter to you. Start speaking like it's already yours. One thing that I used to do, right after I finished engineering school, I couldn't really get an engineering job anywhere. I used to say, I'm gonna work for the NBA. I'm gonna have a contract with the NBA. I'm going to work in sports. I'm going to do my own photography things, and I'm going to EMT school. I'm going to become an EMT while I wait for a job. I just want to say that every single thing that I've said has become true. I have yet, if you're being honest, I have yet to fully contracted myself with the NBA, but I've worked in arenas, I've worked in certain parts of the field that could lead me there. And so far, I'm learning so much. It is completely mind blowing. And also, if you know me in person, if you know me in person, I used to be 326 pounds as of January of 2023. First day of June of 2025, I am currently sitting at 240. I was 237 last week, but I put on some muscles. And I know some people are gonna say like it's crazy. If there's one thing that I learned during the weight journey is that it goes up and down. Sometimes on the scale you look like you lost 3 pounds in 2 months. And then sometimes like you get 10, 15, and but your body is toning, is being different. And also I take creatine. So yes, you're gonna see the weight fluctuates up and down, but listen, the person that put me on creatine, you was onto something, and it's been nothing but good, and I appreciate it for real. So what you eat fuels you on your daily life. So in order to for me to lose weight, I did not just hit the gym. I eat healthy from morning to night. I fast. I drink water. I don't smoke. I don't drink liquor. I do wine. And recently I was at an event where I was judged because I was making a joke. I'm like, ugh, you alcoholics doing, drinking wine. I'm drinking alcohol. And I had a couple of people tell me, "Oh, you think you're better than us because you are drinking wine?" And I'm like, "No, that's not the case." Like, I never told people that it's been since October of last year. I don't really drink alcohol. Nah, I don't really drink alcohol. I don't taste. I don't drink alcohol. I don't even do shots. I don't do nothing. The most I'll do is decoy wine. Decoy is a specific brand that I love. It's cheap. It's good. It gets the job done. It keeps me calm, and I think that is good for you to drink a cup of wine not every day, but I say every other day, every 3 days after a nice meal. Some people will say every day, but I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to stay clean. So I wouldn't do it every day. So stop speaking limits into your life. I used to say I would never be able to lose weight. And I started eating right. I started doing all the things that I needed to do. And now look at me, sitting at 240 pounds. My goal by the end of the summer is to upload a video to show you guys all the process and how hard it was. I'm in school. I'm navigating through school. I'm navigating through two jobs. And my health has not really been the best because I am diagnosed with a couple of things, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, we are not using our mouth to trigger ourselves. We're not going to talk crazy to people because some people, you're talking crazy to them, you pull the right buttons and you poke them in the right space, you push the right buttons, they will hurt you in return. They will go to jail, they will do certain things, you'll get into fight. Your mouth will make you lose a job if you're talking crazy to a patient or to your boss or to a client. Your mouth will make you lose opportunities if you don't know how to use it. So you gotta be respectful. You gotta be who you are and what you are. You gotta speak it like it's already yours. Anything you do in life and what you eat, if you want high energy, but you live in a fast food and soda, nah, you're not tired. You're undisciplined. A lot of people think, "Oh, I'm tired." No, you're not tired. Honestly, it's because you're eating like shit. I'm gonna just keep it honest with you. And the people around me had to tell me the truth that I was eating like shit. And now I'm getting there. I'm getting a little brolic. You don't need a nap. You need nutrients. You need nutrients. You need to stay focused in this life, man. And your matter. Now, let's talk about matter. The body, the physical presence, your energy, your effort, and your endurance. You only get one body, so treat it like it's gold. And if you break it, where are you gonna live? You're gonna live in this body until you die. So let's not feed it toxic BS, and then we're gonna wonder why is not what it needs to be, is not where it needs to be. So that's what you really think you really need to think about. Work out, move your body, respect your tempo. The more you sweat and practice, the less you bleed in life. My dad told me this last week. He said the more you sweat and practice, the less you bleed in life. You're walking around in a Ferrari engine, treat it like it's a Ferrari. Don't treat it like it's a beat up Nissan or a beat up Toyota. You need to wake up because your matters start with your body. Your matter in life of where you want to go. That's what forms you. You got to keep the grind every day. And my thing is, I watch new guys. I watch some of my friends buy BMWs all day. I watch some of them buy Benz. I recently had a friend that got a fucking Rolls Royce, and he's all around my age. I have other family members and friends that have those type of cars. But I recently watched a 24-year-old that I recently networked with bought a Rolls Royce, and did that make me jealous? No. It like set up a little fire. That was the match that I needed to the gas that was already inside of me. That showed me that everything is possible. Because I remember when I met him, he was talking about the plans of getting the car, and a few weeks later he got the car. But obviously he had to, you know, work hard for it. He didn't beat himself up. He went to sleep on time. He was always at his meetings. So those are people. Those are the people that I assist, and those are the people that I learn from. And I can't wait until I'm in that position to do these things, because I know one day God will get me there. If you want to become a nurse, a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer, don't do what I've done all my life. Yes, I became an engineering in City Tech and engineering school, but I also realized when I went to respiratory school how much of a bad student that I was, and how I was bullshitting school, and it showed up in respiratory school. And now I'm s- I did a step back because my matter was not correct. You know, your matter is not just your physical body, but it's also your attention in life. So number five, and then we are done. We are out of here. Number five is your money. Last one, your money. Money is not everything, but money is not everything, but it makes everything louder and much better. If you're broke, you can't help the way you want to help. And that's just a fact. If you don't have money, you can't move the way that you've been dreaming. In order for your dream to become reality, you must have money. Money isn't just paper, money is freedom, it's a leverage, it's a choice. And a lot of people choose to have and multiple millions of dollars. And some people, they're okay with 1 million, they're okay with 500,000. They work at it, and money is something that is like a graph. Okay, so one little problems, one little miscomma is like that's the stock market. It is bound to go up and down. Some years it might be your most financial years. I have those. And some years it might be the year that you take a lot of losses. It could come from a year to 5 years. It could come from 1 day to 2 days. Money sometimes do grow on trees when you make the right decision, especially in the stock market. Money is not just paper, it's freedom, man. Listen, if you have a sick parent, or if you have a situation going on, you need to go to another country, you need to go to another state for a funeral or something. If you have money, I guarantee you money is a great thing. There's people obviously that use money to do bad things, but if you choose to use it for the right reason, help your family, help your neighbor, help yourself, you will be good. How do we keep money around, right? You need to learn how to manage your money. You will always be chasing money, but never choosing money, if that makes sense. You need to budget your money, you need to build on it, you need to respect it. Money follow discipline, not emotion. Your emotion could get you in a lot of trouble. So therefore, if you want to make money, you can't be too emotional, because your emotion could cost you money. And because acting on your emotions cause you to do the bad things. And finally, I told you I'm gonna keep this podcast nice and simple. It's just like keywords of motivations, keywords to master your mind, to master your life, to move on. And so that is your 5 M's that I've recently wrote about and came across: your mood, your mind, your mouth, your matter, and your money. Matter these things in your life, it won't just feel different, it would look different to your eyes, to other people around you. And if you don't want to do it for people around you, if you don't care about other people seeing what you're doing, which you should honestly never do, but they're honestly gonna see it. At least do it for yourself. Don't wait for a breakdown to start breakthrough. Start today, fix your five, right? Fix your five, because that is your starting five. Let's act like this is basketball. That is your starting five. That's all I have for you guys today. If this podcast hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Repost it on your social media. And remember, you don't rise to the next level of your goals, you fall to the level of your habits. Let's level up. I love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be blessed. See y'all on the next one.